Hello everyone, thank you for joining me. Today we're doing a SilverSneakers Classic workout total body. We'll use weights, a resistance band, and a small ball. But if you don't have the equipment, that's okay. Just use what you have at home or no equipment at all in your hands. We'll also be sitting and standing, but if you just want to do it seated or just want to do it standing, you always have that option. So let's go ahead and get started, and I'll look at all the wonderful comments at the end. We'll start standing. I'll move my chair out of the way. Here we go. Gentle march. Nice and tall. Good. And on the next one, we're going to open and come back. Good. Nothing complicated, no jumping, no throwing yourself on the ground. Good. Let's go back to that march. And then we're going to step out again, opposite leg this time. Out, out, in, in. Very nice. And let's go back to that march. And from here, we're going to press our heel out in front. Good. Go at your own pace. You don't have to match me. Go slower if that's what feels right to you, or faster. Last ones, and then we'll go back to that walk. Good. Let's lift the arms up and over. Now, if that's too much for your shoulders, you can make the movement a little shorter, just bending at the elbows. Good, and then hold your arms out. And we're going to cross them and open. Very nice. Opening the chest, opening. Receiving. Very nice. Back to that gentle march. This time we're going to tap out to the side. Tap and tap. Tap and tap. Last one, and back to that march. Very nice. Now let's widen that stance. We're going to kick back. Careful that you have the room behind you. Don't hit anything. Good, now wide march. Now reach across out in front. Good, and go back to that march. Very nice. Now we're going to tap behind us. We're going to cross tap behind us. Good. Here's 4 and 3, 2, and 1. Back to center. Good. Arms out in front. We're going to rotate the wrists. Good. Gently switch directions, other way. Very nice. Left hand up towards the ceiling. Bend the elbow, touch your upper shoulder. Point your elbow up. You can grab the other arm, hold it. You definitely don't have to if that's too much. release. Right hand up towards the ceiling, bend the elbow. Opposite hand supports it. Breathing here. And release, and then we're going to go side to side, a little twist here. Feels good on the spine. Good. Now bring your chair closer to you. Extend your right leg out, heel touches the ground. Hinge from the waist. Good. Breathing here. Good. Bringing that leg in, we're going to slide that same leg towards the back. Plant it. Hold on to the chair. Bring your chest up. Breathe here. Good. Let's do the same side. The other side. Same thing, other side. Heel touches the ground. Slide the hand down. Good. Breathe here. And back, same leg planted behind, ground it down, and breathe here. Good, and back to center. Coming behind our chair, we're going to lift the leg towards the side. So holding onto the chair, lift your left leg out, and we're going to point the toes up and down. Good, bring the leg in, nice and tall spine. Right leg comes out, point the toes. Good, and back. Let's do that again. Left leg out. This time we're going to make little circles. Good. Stop and change directions. If you want to lower the leg and pick it back up again, that's okay. And in, right leg comes out, little circles. Good, and back in. Let's make our way to our chair. We're going to have our resistance band with us. Put it behind you for the moment being. Step out, keep your legs nice and wide. We're going to do some seated stretches first. Inhale, bring the arms up. We're going to grab our right wrist and we're gently going to pull it towards the left. Good, open and bring the arms down. Let's do that again. Sweep the arms up, grab your left wrist, lean towards the right. And open, and arms go back down. Now bring the legs a little closer, grab the back of your chair, lift the chest up. And release it here, good. Now hands by the sides, we're going to lift the left hand up and down, and then the right one, and down. Good, continue that movement. Left hand up. Right hand up. Good, one more time, left hand, and then right hand. Good, now bring your arms towards the back again, maybe holding onto your chair, lifting the chest up, and releasing it down. Good. Now we're going to do some exercises today to help improve your posture. So one of them is working with our neck. So we're going to make this kind of a shape. So I have my pinky up and my thumb pointing down, and the rest of the fingers I'm going to bend. So I'm going to bring my thumb to my chest, and my pinky is going to be under my chin. And that'll stabilize my head so that I'm not looking up and I'm not looking down, it's looking straight ahead. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my neck towards the back. So it's a front and back motion, kind of like a chicken does. I call this the chicken move. So I'm going to bring my neck towards the back and back to center to touch my pinky. Let me give you a side view so you can better see what I'm talking about. Here's my hand. So I'm bringing my head towards the back and then forward ever so gently to meet my pinky. And what that is doing is we tend to sit like this all the time, either on a computer or on our tablet or phone. And this is called tuck neck. It causes a lot of pain in our neck. And as we age, a variety of factors influence our posture and we tend to sink forward. So this helps us to be in alignment with our posture, helping us to have better balance, better airflow. Let's do that again, bringing our neck towards the back, gently coming forward. Let's do that 2 more times. Here's 2. And forward. 1 more of those, bring it towards the back. And forward and release your hand out. Very nice. Good. Let's open and close the fingers, rolling them in towards your palm and out. Good. Now take your left hand and bend it at the elbow. Sit nice and tall. Good. Now breathe here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower that hand down. Right hand comes up, bend at the elbow. Good. Hold here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down. Let's do that again. Let me show you from the side. So you're not just putting it here, you're bringing your back into alignment. Hands right here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. That helps with our posture. Right hand comes back. Keep it in alignment. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down. Very nice. Then shake both hands out. Grab your assistance band. Good. And now bring it in front of you. And you can roll it into your hand so that you have a tighter grip. Breathe, and we're going to open as if we're separating our hands out. Go slow. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Breath here. We're going to do that 1 more time. Lift it up. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Lower it down. Take a breath here. Good. Now throw it over your left shoulder so that you're holding on to it like Santa's holding on to his presents. And with the other hand, we're going to secure it down on the bottom. So it's going to look like this. And again, I'm seated, but you can do it standing if that's what you want to do. Good. Grab the top hand. We're going to leave the bottom hand where it's at. We're going to lift it up towards the ceiling. You could also tie the resistance band to your chair. Just lift that one arm. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Lower that hand down, relax it. Very nice. Let's switch sides. Put it on your right shoulder without covering up the microphone. Good. Remember the bottom hand, we're going to leave it where it's at, just like this. And you can tie it on the chair if that's what you want to do. Good. Breathe here. We're going to do 8 on this side, just like we did the other. Stretch it out. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Bring it down and relax that hand. Good. And then little circles here with your arms. Very nice. Now bring the palms towards the back and sweep it forward like you're pushing water towards the back. Beautiful. And forward. Yes. Keep that sweeping, gentle movement. Good. One last one. Very nice. Good. Now keep the band underneath your arms. And if you have handles, you can grab on that. Or if you have one like this, you can just wrap it around like I have it. Good. Now sit nice and tall. We're going to lift the knee. We're going to bring the opposite hand to the opposite knee. And we're going to work one side at a time. So we're going to start with the right knee, left hand, try to tap it. The other hand, I'm going to keep it secure so it doesn't slide anymore. Ready? Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Breath here. Other side, left knee, right hand. Here's 8, 7, 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Breath here. Now we're going to bring both arms forward and release it back. Coming back, be careful with the elbows. You don't want to hit the chair with them. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Breath here. And we'll do it all over again. This time we're going to start with our left knee. We're going to tap it like we did before. Ready? Here we go. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Breath here. Right leg next. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Breath here. Sit up nice and tall. We're going to extend the arms. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now release the band, release the hands. Bring circulation back into your fingers. Good. A little piano solo, moving the fingers across the keyboard. And shake it out. Good. Now let's use the band on our lower body. We're going to throw it over our legs. We're going to cross it and bring the ends back towards us. So we're going to wrap up our legs. Good. Holding on to the band. Good. We're going to step out with the left back in. Just the left. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Back to center, right leg. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to center. Breath here. Let's do that again. Left leg. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to center. Breath here. Right leg next. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Release the band, release the fingers. Good. Untie your legs. Place it under your feet, under your shoes. We're going to keep it in the middle. Bring the legs out in front. Good. Now if you have a rounded band, that's one that's not flat like this, it's rounded. It's more likely to slip if you have it in this position. So you want to make sure that your toes are pointing away from you. Okay. Now I'm going to hold on to my band and I'm going to try to separate my legs as wide as feels right and back. I'm going to change the placement a little bit. Here we go. So wide and back. Good. Here's 8, and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring it down and breath here. Good. Now grab the left hand. We're going to hinge a little bit forward so we're at an angle, and left hand's going to come back up and then the right. We're going to alternate. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, here's 2, and 1. Very nice. Back to a neutral spine. Breath here. Let's hinge again. We're going to do that one more time on each side, starting with the left. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Go ahead and step off the band. And we're done with the band. We can put it aside. Grab a sip of water if you wish. Let's do a little bit of balance work. So come over to the left side of your chair. We're going to separate our legs about hip width apart. We're going to gently tick-tock our hips from side to side. Good. As you do that, I want you to notice the weight distribution in your feet. Notice as the weight goes towards one foot and then the other. That's important when we're balancing or trying to catch our balance from tripping. Good. And then come back to center where you distribute the weight evenly between both feet. Bring them a little bit closer together. Hold on to the chair if you want to. We're going to put all our weight into our right foot. Left knee is going to bend down. Good. Now make sure you're looking straight in front, you're not looking down at the ground. If this is easy for you, you can always hover over the chair. You can use one finger, or you can just grab it. Okay, let's hold here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the leg down and tick-tock the hips again like we were doing from side to side. Okay, let's do that again. Bend that knee, tall chest. Decide whether you're holding or not. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the leg down. Very nice. Now for this one, we're going to do the same movement. Again, you can choose to hold it or not, your chair. And if you don't want to hold on to the chair, you can bring it to your hip. You can even bring it up. But know that you don't have to. Holding here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Now come over to the other side. We're going to do that same thing with the other side. So hips from side to side. Good. Now bend that knee. Hold on to the chair. Nice and tall chest. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down. Good. Let's do that again. Bend the knee. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down. Side to side. Once more, we're going to bend that knee. Maybe we hover, maybe not. Maybe the hand comes to our hip. And hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to center. Good. Back to that tick-tock of the hips. Now we're going to bring our hips forward and back. So our pelvis comes forward and back. Good. That feels really good. Lower back, especially if you've been sitting for a long period of time. Good. Go ahead and grab your weights. Make sure you're working with weights that are the right weight for you, which means that it's not too challenging that you can't lift them or too easy. Hands out in front, frontal raise, and down. Good. Here's 8, and 7, breathe, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Lower them down. Breath here. Bring them to the sides. Palm faces forward. Lift the left one. Shoulder high. Bring it down. And then the right. Very nice. Let's have 8 here. Here's 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Almost there. Keep breathing. And 1. Good. Rest them on your legs here. Breath here. Now, we'll do that again here in a moment, but we're going to heel toe our feet out, keeping the weights on our leg, and then heel toe them back. Good, and then rock it, bringing the heels and then the toes, strengthening our ankles. Heel help us lift from the chair, help us lift when we're trying to look for something in the cabinet. Or in my case, it's normally looking for the spices, which I can normally not reach. And back down. Good. Breath here. Frontal raise again. Ready? Both hands. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Back down. Breath here. Bring them to the sides. Good. Remember, no higher than shoulder height. 8. Go slow. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring them back down. Breath here. Good. Now by our side, we're going to lift in 4. So lift, 4, straighten, and lower. That's the movement. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And down. Good. Breath here. You're doing awesome. Good. Let's do that again. Hands by our side. Let's do some more pouring. Some refreshing cold drink because it's like 108 degrees here. Up, pour, straight, and lower. Here's 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now lower one of the weights. We're going to keep one. Good. Now we're going to bend the elbow so that you can show me the bottom of your weights. Show me the bottom of your weight, and we're going to open the arm out towards the side, like that, and then bring it back to center. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to center, lower it down, shake it out. Good. Other side, show me the bottom of your weight. Elbow comes up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Put that weight down. Now bring both hands together. We're going to make little circles here with our wrists. Oh yeah, lots of popping and cracking happening over here. And that's okay, that's normal. As long as it's not followed by shooting pain, we're good. Good, and now reverse that circle, go the other way. Good, and then shake them out. Good. Now grab your ball. That's the last equipment that we're going to use today. Good, little ball here, and we're going to rotate it, grabbing it with the fingers. So you're flexing the fingers. They're not like this, they're actually bent. Good, and then just roll the ball forward. Good, gripping. Good, and then roll it back. And forward. And back. Last time goes forward. And back. Good, now let's go around the world, which means going around your body. Good, then bring it back to center. We're gonna toss and catch, so use both hands, working on eye and hand coordination, hand to eye, set it backwards. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, breath here. Let's go around the world like we did before. A lot of times we drop things, we lose strength in our hands. It's what we're working on. Hand strength, hand and eye coordination, all that good stuff. Two more, here's 2 and 1. Good, back to center, breathe here. Good, now toss and catch. Very nice, good job. Breath here. Come over to your chair. Remember how we were bending the leg? We're gonna bend, and this time we're gonna tap our ankle. If you can't reach your ankle, just bring the ball down and tap whatever part of your leg you can reach. Ready? Tap and tap. Very nice. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Now come over to the other side. We're going to do that again. Nice and tall, even distribution of weight between your two shoes. Hold on to the chair if you wish and tap. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Meet me back at your chair. And we're going to work with little kicks, so bring it under your right leg. Hopefully your ball is small enough where you can do that. We're elevating the knee. Good, and you can place your hand on your leg. Show me the bottom of your shoe. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, breath here. We're going to go side to side with the leg. Looks a little weird, doesn't it? Good, now grab the ball. We're going to switch the leg onto the left leg. Hands on your leg if you want, you don't have to. Bring it up, show me the bottom of your shoe. 8, 7, 6, 5, you're doing awesome. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, back to center, breath here. Now bring it side to side like we were doing before, tick-tocking the leg. Good, pull the ball out of there. We're gonna place it between us and the chair. First, at the upper back, I want to roll around there. Roll side to side, maybe circular motions. You know how your cat does on the rug, upside down, trying to stretch out the back? Yeah, that's what we're doing. Yeah. Good, and then lower it down to your lower back. This area gets really tight, especially when we sit for long periods of time. If you work on a computer, or you just have too much of a sedentary lifestyle. Good, and go ahead and pull it out of there. We're gonna put it aside and we're ready for the last part, for relaxation. I invite you to stretch your legs out. Close your eyes or lower the gaze if that feels better for you. And I want you to take deep breaths, slow exhale. Now the first emotion you're going to feel is probably anxiety. Not wanting to relax, you're fine, you don't need it. And that's when you need it the most. So just humor me, deep breaths. Slow exhale. Deep inhale. Slow exhale. Good. Now I want you to just relax a little deeper. Allow your knees to open out to the sides. Maybe your hands hang towards the sides. Find a comfortable spot to just relax. And I want you to picture in your mind where you would want to be in this particular moment. If it's not right here, right now, where would you want to be? Maybe somewhere cold, like Alaska. Maybe on a farm. Maybe on vacation. Picture that place in your mind. Bring that feeling forward. Picture yourself relaxing in that environment. Now use the rest of your senses. How does it smell there? How does the air feel? How does your body and mind feel when it's in this place? Does it bring you calm? Does it bring you a sense of joy? And in this space, you can do whatever you want. Even if it's something you wouldn't normally do in real life, allow your body and mind to do whatever feels right, without judgment. Maybe that's run or hop on a motorcycle. Allow your mind to go wherever it wants to go right now. Good, giving you one more moment of silence here. Good, and when you're ready, gently start wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes. Gentle taps of the toes. Blinking your eyes back open. Very nicely done. Now let me move closer and see what messages I have in store. Okay, let's see. We've got Paula saying, hi Barbara from sunny Albuquerque, New Mexico. Hi Paula. I saw that you said hi to Chiquita. She's doing well. She's over there. I had to kind of force her to participate. No music. Oh no. The music should have been playing. It should have been low. But you can't hear it at all. Oh, I know what happened. I used the wrong scene. Yeah, that was my bad. There was supposed to be music. Oopsies. Yep, technical error. Samantha says, hi. Hi, Sam. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing fabulous. And Mike's Adventure says hello. Oh, hi, Mike. I think we met on the Maritimers page, I think. Remind me if I'm wrong. Nice to see you. Thank you for joining me. And Sam wants to know, how often do I do lives? I announce it on my YouTube page as often as I can fit it into my schedule. But it's normally on the top of my homepage there. And I'm assuming you're subscribed. And if you're not, press that subscribe button, please. You don't really get a notification when I go live. And if you're part of our Facebook group, then I often post it in there too. So if you're, here's the Facebook group. It's called Fitness with Barbara. It's a community of like-minded people that come together to support one another and be healthy and happy together. Paula says, your shirt is cute. Thank you so much. And Harriet doesn't stretch her back out on the rug. She's asleep on the hopper. Oh, okay. That's fine. She's allowed to do that. Sam says, I've been here following your videos at home. Much appreciated. Well, I appreciate you, Sam. I've certainly missed you, having you in person, but I'm so tickled that you're working out with me online. Okay, guys, that's the end of today's workout. Thank you for joining me. Many blessings.